What's up, y'all? It's Tuesday. I hope everybody out there is happy and healthy. So let's go ahead and get down on this video. And I want to talk about the tragic passing of Oliver Tree, who passed away just a couple of days ago in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. And so this is just a very catastrophic situation that took place. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with who Oliver Tree was, he was born in 1993 and he became an American singer, songwriter, producer, and a comedian from Santa Cruz, California. Now, Oliver Tree was signed to Atlantic Records. I didn't know much of his music, but I did hear the popular song that he had, Life Goes On. But just a couple of months ago, the singer bravely came out and basically said that he was leaving the record company. And I want you guys to take a look and to listen to what he had to say.
I just got word that my album is no longer coming out. Love You Madly, Hate You Badly is officially canceled, and I'm parting ways with Atlantic Records. Behind the scenes has been nothing short of a nightmare. I have no marketing budgets for music videos, no digital ad spend. Nobody really cares in the building, it seems like. I made a lot of money for Atlantic Records, and they don't seem to remember that. I have gotten no support. They forgot to ingest multiple songs into the system, which means the songs didn't come out. I had a Valentine's Day breakup song that didn't even get released because someone forgot to put it in. I don't really understand how that's possible. I've made them tens of millions of dollars, but they don't remember that. So, the music is owned by them. The remainder of the music will not be coming out. I will always continue to make music. Thank you for everyone who supported me. I can't wait to release more music at some point at a later time, but for now, there is nothing on the horizon. I'm so sorry, and I love you guys. Thank you.
Now, 2 weeks of making the announcement that he was severing ties with Atlantic Records and basically becoming an independent artist, he has this tragic accident where a helicopter collides with another helicopter and he passes away with 5 other members, which brings the total to 6, including a popular YouTuber by the name of Gasper Prim, who goes by Gaspy. Oliver was 32 years old and Gaspy was only 23 years old. Now, of course, after this horrific accident, there's so many conspiracy theories that are floating around. Some people are saying that Atlantic Records were behind this, and then there are some people saying that Oliver reached out to people saying that the Illuminati contacted him and gave him 2 weeks to sign a contract in blood. Now, there's also another conspiracy theory that's making its rounds on social media that involves Mark Zuckerberg, because Oliver Tree was on live stream, and this is what he had to say about Mark.
It was crazy. They took him away in a stretcher. He was on the ambulance, and they were driving him out of there, and I was looking, I was like, is Zuck gonna be okay?
He's a partier.
He's a big partier.
Yeah, you wouldn't think that.
I know, and he doesn't have any limits, and he's big into the...
Is he? I didn't know that. I didn't know that about him. Damn.
So bad, bro.
Do you think...
I was good that he was in the bathroom, hiding out in the stall. I was like, bro, you can't be using that.
Mark Zuckerberg goes in the bathroom, getting a quickie.
So what do you guys do? Is this for YouTube?
This is streaming Twitch, so it does go to YouTube.
You're not gonna upload this footage, are you? Excuse me?
It's gonna fuck Mark shit.
We can't put anything about Mark Zuckerberg in this. Is this a YouTube video or what? We can't have any of this footage get out.
Now, it's very clear and evident that once Oliver found out that they were live streaming in that particular event, he became very nervous and paranoid because he had already said what he said about Mark Zuckerberg and he didn't want the footage to get out. Now, Oliver hasn't been a stranger to being a bit of a conspiracy theorist himself, because he's on record talking about that singer Avril Lavigne is not the Avril Lavigne that we knew from the early 2000s. As a matter of fact, Oliver says that Avril is no longer with us right now.
What's the biggest conspiracy theory that you believe in?
It's a great question. You know, that one about Avril Lavigne, everyone knows Avril died in 2004.
Yeah, this isn't her on tour right now.
No. She's had multiple body doubles. Same with Vladimir Putin.
Vladimir Putin, too.
He's got multiple plastic surgery people that go in and do different stuff, so yeah.
Which one are you more confident about? Putin or Avril Lavigne?
I'm gonna go with Avril on this one.
Yeah. What's your favorite song by Avril Lavigne?
Definitely Skater Boy. I made a cover at one point called Scooter Boy, and I'm a big fan.
All right, so we just heard what Oliver had to say in that segment about the conspiracy theories that are surrounding Avril Lavigne and also Vladimir Putin. Now, I want to shift the focus to his ex-girlfriend, Melanie Martinez, who he dated from 2019 to 2020, because she spoke out in regards to his passing, and this is what she had to say. Been an absolute wreck today. It's really hard to understand how someone who you once shared a specific informative time of your life with can all of a sudden be gone. He was so dedicated to his art, which I admired and respected so deeply. I think everyone who knew him will look back at those moments of laughter and joy he so easily sparked. His laugh was so contagious and warm, his ability to leave creatively and take action while also maintaining a sense of childlike wonder and awe was so inspiring. He had such a soft heart and was a true artist in every way. Rest in peace, Oliver. I know you're making the angels giggle. I'll be here wondering what stunt and creative project you're scheming up in heaven. All my love. Now I'm thinking to myself, this is a pretty normal tribute to someone that you used to date and love, but until I did a little bit of research and it didn't take me long to find this out, how about this chick is going on tour next month on July 17th and her tour is called Hades, Their Sacrifice. That's a little bit weird to me. Could be a coincidence, but at the end of the day, she has a tour coming up next month called The Sacrifice.
Hell no.
And guess who she signed to? She is signed to Atlantic Records as well. But anyway, what I'm going to do right here is insert a couple of clips of people talking about some very interesting information that could be tied to the singer's passing.
Something about Oliver Tree's death just doesn't sit right with me, and I just want to see how everybody else feels about it. Yes, if you didn't know, the singer Oliver Tree has passed away in a very horrific helicopter crash when two choppers ended up colliding in Rio de Janeiro, killing all 6 occupants on board, might I mention. And do keep in mind, this happened in the midst of his first independent tour, a massive independent tour at that, after leaving Atlantic Records just a couple of months ago, which is what I primarily want to talk about here. Oliver Tree launched his own independent label, if you didn't know, called Alien Boy Records. Oliver chose to publicly part ways with Atlantic Records after a severe dispute, a dispute regarding creative control and marketing support. He claimed the label canceled his 4th studio album because he refused to optimize his music strictly for TikTok algorithms. As a result, he literally left the label and then managed to successfully release that album on April 24th, 2026, which, if you didn't know, was just a couple of months ago. Keep in mind, these were just some of the lyrics from one of his songs in the midst of his pride. I don't know. You guys tell me how you feel about it, because as of right now, I'm just feeling some type of way.
Wait until you hear the shocking, almost unfathomable coincidences behind the tragic passing of Oliver Tree, mainstream artist. Some of you may have heard of him. I didn't hear about him until yesterday. But some of this stuff, it's just quite the coincidence. Listen to this. So Oliver Tree was with a guy named Caspi on a helicopter when it crashed in Brazil. This so happened to be 333 weeks after the Kobe Bryant helicopter crash, which, remember, Kobe Bryant helicopter crash is in that one cartoon, and in a Call of Duty Black Ops commercial, Kobe Bryant is in there and a helicopter gets shot down. It's a commercial. You can go look at it 15 years ago. Now, this happened yesterday when Oliver Tree just reached or was reaching 3.333 million followers. The guy who passed away on the helicopter with him, Caspi, has a short documentary, not this one, but the one below it if you go to his page. And in that documentary, there's an accident, there's fires and explosion and literally helicopters, but there's an accident, and in the background of the guy who was in the accident, you see 6/14. 6/14 is the date of Oliver Tree's passing. This also happened when Oliver Tree has 126 publications, or posts on his Instagram. Well, 1/26/2020 is the date that Kobe Bryant passed away in a helicopter crash. Now, you could say all this is nothing. Some people literally think that this was a ritual by the industry. I don't know. It's kind of strange. So someone told me in the comments of another post I made that Oliver Tree said something about signing his soul. I don't know if that's true, but apparently that was mentioned. And I don't think you can really get out of that, except maybe by rebuking it in the name of Jesus. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Is all this just baloney and BS? I mean, it is true, but I'm saying, is this just a random coincidence or what? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below and follow for more.
I don't normally make videos like this, but I'm going to preface, give you guys a warning. It's not going to be necessarily directly biblical, but more so associated with how the enemy works and the relevance and reality that the enemy is real. So with that said, I'm saying this from a tragic from an empathetic standpoint. This is very tragic. Okay, this is not something that I'm happy to expose or talk about, but this is the reality of the situation. Oliver Tree has passed away, unfortunately, at the age of 32. Now, a lot of people know that that number is very significant, but not only is the number significant, the artistry of individuals usually communicate and tell you how or what things took place in order for their life to get to the point where it's at. And Oliver Tree is one of those individuals. Now, the Rio de Janeiro police removed the victims from the helicopter crash. The aircraft carrying Oliver Tree crashed onto electrical cars, exploded, and caught fire. Oliver Tree has a song, and the song's called Hurt. And this is what the opening lyrics are. That day will come, gave too much, dun dun dun, I'm waiting for my dun dun dun. I can't play the music, but watch this. Again, I can't play the music, but this is the song, Hurt. Remember, okay? And he falls from the sky and lands on a car. The aircraft carrying Oliver Tree crashed onto electrical cars, exploded, and caught fire. Now I pray genuinely that this is not true, that he was just using artistic expression, but the reality of the situation is it's probably not the case. Obviously, we don't know. And for anyone who knew him or loves him, again, this isn't some character type individual thing that I'm putting out here. In fact, I contemplate on even doing this, but the reality of the situation is that's what he communicated, and in that video has a direct connection. So have a relationship with Jesus Christ and sprint away from the enemy straight towards the cross of Christ and submit at the foot of the cross and give your life to Christ. Give your life to Jesus, because we're in the end times, guys. This is the real deal. It's the real deal.
All right, so you guys just heard what they had to say about the situation, and there's a lot of chatter online where people are discussing the fact that how probable is it for two helicopters to clash and cause this type of wreckage, right? But at the end of the day, it can happen. It doesn't happen often, but it can. And so coming from someone that's taken a helicopter to the mountains before, trying to be all big willy and nilly for my birthday, I can tell you it's a very terrifying experience. And the pilot lets you know that there's a 50-50 chance that something could go wrong at any moment and we could all go down. But anyway, I'm gonna let this go right here. I want you guys to feel free to drop down in the comments and leave your thoughts. Don't forget to like, also share this video. And if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I'll check you guys out later. Have a beautiful day.